Well, it's opening day again. It's time for my annual exercise of having just a bit of hope in my favorite baseball team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let me be clear, I am as down on the team as you are, maybe more so. As I write this, we have holes at right field and at catcher and probably at first base. We somehow have 5 second basemen, and we never have enough pitching. But despite this pessimism, as always on opening day, I give myself 2 minutes to think, what if this is the year? Again, to reiterate, it is not the year. But please, just let me enjoy these 2 minutes, because as Pirate fans, it's all we have. So for these next 120 seconds, I'm going to pretend that it's early November and I'm looking back at the 2024 season. Man, what a ride we Pirate fans just had. Sneaking into the playoffs as the number 6 seed was more than I could have ever hoped for. Sweeping the Dodgers in the wild card round in 2 games in Los Angeles was beyond my wildest dreams. Beating Kershaw and Ohtani, that seemed impossible, but not for Mitch Keller and Paul Skeens. So on we advanced to the divisional series. This is my favorite round of the playoffs. Beating the Phillies is always fun, but beating them in the divisional playoffs while I watch with a bunch of Philly fans at State College for Penn State homecoming, all I can say is I did not hate that. But that's not the round most people will remember. That will always go to our win over the Braves in the NLCS. Who would have picked Josh Palacios to be the hero? His key single in the bottom of the 9th, which knocked the lumbering Andrew McCutchen in from second base. That'll hopefully be devastating for the Atlanta Braves fans for a generation. It's hard to describe as winning the World Series as a letdown, but did any of us think, even for a minute, that we would lose to the Orioles? We beat them in 1971, we beat them in 1979. There was no doubt about it that we would beat them in 2024. A clean sweep capped off by O'Neal Cruz hitting a 3-run shot into the Allegheny River. And of course, hometown kid David Bednar got the save, securing Pittsburgh its first championship achieved at home since Mazeroski's homer in 1960. It's the stuff that Yinzer dreams are made of. Speaking of Yinzer dreams, my 120 seconds are over. Back to reality. I sadly think that we will finish 72-90 this year, and I still think that the team will move when the stadium lease is up in 2030. But more and more, I'm not a fan of reality. So here's hoping the fantasy comes true. One of these years, anyway.